Good evening, folks. Welcome to Tom McIntyre Stadium on the campus of Melbourne High School. I'm joined tonight by the legend, Caleb Countdown Cameraman Brown. Caleb, how you doing?
Billy, another night of Friday Night Lights. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
It is a district matchup tonight between the Melbourne Bulldogs and the Viera Hawks. Caleb, everybody knows Melbourne is the district champion this year. But speaking to Coach Staples before this game, this is a rivalry game that's taken place since 2007 when Viera opened up. Melbourne won the first four, I believe, and then Viera, I think it was 6 or 7 in a row, Caleb. They had our number.
He told me to move you over and let me have that headset.
And it that's the thing about rivalry games is when you think it's going to go one way, sometimes the craziest things happen. You get off to a the better team might get off to a slow start, and then when they get off to that slow start, someone capitalizes, and some just crazy things happen. So you can never be too for sure in a rivalry game.
Well, Caleb, and if you're Melbourne, obviously you want to win the rivalry game. It's senior night here at Melbourne High School, and more for anything, Melbourne has to win this game, Caleb, because they're district champions. Yes, now they're guaranteed a playoff spot, but they could still be seeded 1 through 8. Just because you're a district champion does not automatically mean you are, hosting a playoff game in this new format. And if it started today, Melbourne would host Treasure Coast, who's playing Vero Beach tonight.
Ooh, wow, that's a score. Treasure Coast was the one who ended Vero Beach's home winning streak. I believe it was either last year or the year before.
It was last year, yep. And Vero Beach lost last week with Martin County. Their quarterback went out, and I don't think he's playing tonight. They lost to Martin County. And,
wow.
Everybody knows Vero Beach plays at home because they will there's things to bring teams to their stadium,
yes.
right? As we know it, watching the coin toss here tonight. But Melbourne is in a playoff scenario with teams such as Vero Beach, Treasure Coast, Martin County, who they saw last year in the playoffs, Kissimmee Osceola. Harmony would be the 8th seed right now. But again, like I said, just because you're a district champion does not automatically guarantee you 1 through 4 like it has in years past. You could be a district champion at the 8th seed. Vero Beach is no longer leading their district. Martin County is, but Vero Beach is still a 1 seed.
I mean,
it's one of those things where we all got used to last year, where your strength of schedule, all that you had to get used to, and they changed it again, and you got to be on your 1s and 2s to keep up with this new format from the FHSA.
it really do. And as people saw, those were all the seniors flashing up on the screen, and we'll show that continuously throughout the night. Again, like I said, senior night.
A lot of them tonight, Caleb. A lot of kids from Melbourne here on his senior team. It's a great group of kids. I've coached a lot of them. Viera did win the coin toss, and they will receive the opening kickoff. Caleb, I'm looking forward to a competitive. Again, it's a rivalry game. I'm not going to talk about what could happen towards the end of this game, but to the start of this game, I expect a very good game.
And you know what? I like what Viera did. That taking the ball first. If you're Viera, you want to get on that scoreboard first. You want to make sure you can try to set the tone for this game, because you know what kind of tone Melbourne's trying to come with. If you can set the tone and score on this first possession, that could go away towards,
Well, and you got a head coach that's an offensive coordinator, Caleb. And, I've called plays for a long time, and I want the ball first. I don't care who I'm playing, because I want to be able to try to control the tone and set the tone. And you got a guy that's a defensive head coach, he's probably going to defer. I mean, I think that's just the nature of you fall in line of how your head coach is. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration, 321-690-0000. Caleb, beautiful night of football. Beautiful weather.
Look, hey, any night you can get a little bit of a breeze here in Florida, you will take it all day long. The humidity's actually down quite a bit, which is good for a couple of guys like.
And we're away from the mosquitoes. It's been a crazy week for me with them woods out in West Melbourne, Caleb.
No.
Fighting. We call them the trench monsters out there.
There's no mosquitoes out West Melbourne. I don't know what you're talking about.
Melbourne set to kick off. Deep is Zach Pillow, and looks like number 16. That one's going to go out of bounds around the 11-yard line.
Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks at the 35.
See if Viera will just take the ball at 35 or make Melbourne re-kick. Caleb, freshman Ramir Davis getting the start tonight at corner for Melbourne.
Wow.
There had been a freshman, J.R. Samuels, who had been starting. J.R.'s sister's graduating from the military, so, had an obligation. But another freshman just rolls right in, and Melbourne's got a very, very young and talented freshman class that's here now.
It's that next man up mentality.
Mm-hmm.
At any point, your number can be called.
So Viera will take the ball to the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Gentili lined up at quarterback with Judah Knight to his left. Hands off Judah Knight. He's going to slip and dive forward. Back to the line of scrimmage. Caleb, that is part of getting used to playing on a turf right away.
Yeah. Look, anyone who hasn't played football, there's a big adjustment playing on some of the natural fields here in Brevard County and then playing to this turf.
Caleb, you hear football coaches say time and time again, you cannot plant on your inside foot.
No.
You have to plant with your outside foot when you're making a cut. 2nd and 10, Hawks. Gentili takes the snap. He's going to throw the bubble out to the left side. That's caught. That is number 16, Michael Schmidt, on the reception for a 4-yard gain. Nice quick throw by Gentili.
And look, I think if you're Gentili, that's going to be your plan to success. Get the ball out quick, get it to your athletes. Gentili's going to need to make a couple plays off of the zone read.
Right away, Viera gets the undisciplined Melbourne on a 5-yard penalty, so that's a 1st down for Viera.
And
Caleb,
look,
go ahead.
It's been said, you're going into playoff mode. You want to eliminate that kind of those silly penalties.
You're in playoff mode. You're in a district game. You're in a rivalry game. You've got to have discipline if you're Melbourne.
100%.
That is one caveat they've had a little bit this season is their discipline. Handoff, Judah Knight goes right side. He's got nowhere to go. That's Boudreaux, Benford, Woody Sweet, and Logan Barnhill on the stop. 2nd and 10 for the Hawks.
0 yards. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I myself have had the pleasure of watching this young man, Judah Knight, come up through the SVYFL program. He's an explosive kid to watch.
Caleb, the kid's an athlete. He's played at SVYFL. He played at West Melbourne. Nice catch by Gillens. Makes a man miss. Good enough for another Hawk 1st down. Down to the Melbourne 44.
Viera will pick up about 12 yards. It'll be 1st and 10.
Again, short, quick pass, get it in your athlete's hands. And look, take time on your drives. You know Melbourne has a big play capability, but the more you can limit their offense being on the field, I think that works to your advantage if you're Viera.
Handoff, Judah Knight, left side. Actually, Gentili's going to pull that. Falls forward for a – they're going to mark him down the line of scrimmage. Caleb, these two schools, bro, I don't care who your head coach is. Shane Staples has been a part of this program for 7 or 8 years. They know each other very well.
It's going to be who can make the first mistake, and then who can capitalize on it.
Gentili takes snap, rolls out left. He's got a man sitting. That is Zach Pillow out to the 40-yard line. Gentili able to hit his check down receiver. Nothing open was downfield. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for Viera.
And I think that's where you've seen Gentili grow as he's gotten more snaps at quarterback. Is instead of looking for the big play, just take what the defense is going to give you. If the defense is going to give you 4 yards every play, take that check down. 4 times 3 is 12. That's a 1st down.
Gentili throws it out quick left side again. Good enough for another Viera 1st down. That is number 16, Schmidt, on the reception again.
Viera able to get a 1st down on the play. 1st and 10.
Caleb, and if anybody's watching this, they're crazy that Shane Staples didn't recognize right away that he has a freshman at corner on the other side over there.
Right.
He's going right at him. Gentili drops back. He's going to take a deep shot. He's got his man. A little overthrown. Caleb, that's great football knowing, okay, I have a different corner here. I got a young freshman. I'm gonna attack him.
Oh, hey, look. And then make the young man show you that, you need to respect him. Until then, you take those shots. And I think there, Gentili just got a little wide-eyed there that, we got the play we wanted. I think the wind also got under that one a little bit.
2nd and 10 for the Hawks on the Melbourne 33-yard line. Trips to the wide side. Gentili takes the snap. He's going to roll out right. He's looking downfield. It's going to be intercepted by Kivaris Cohen. Brought down at the 30. We got a flag on the play. Caleb, that was a tipped ball by number 12 into the hands of Kivaris Cohen. I'm going to see if this penalty is going to be after the interception or if it's before. It's on Melbourne. If it's before, Viera will still retain the ball.
We'll see what the white hat calls here. Look, great concentration there on the interception. That's why that tip drill.
What a lot of people are arguing right now, Caleb, is there is no targeting in high school football. I mean, it's a personal foul if he's defenseless. There is that, but there is, people are arguing about ejection, this, that, and the third. That doesn't happen in high school football right now.
No.
So we'll see what we have here from the official. Personal foul, helmet to helmet on Melbourne. It'll be after the play.
Personal foul targeting. Initial signs are against the Bulldogs.
Viera's offense is still on the field.
10-yard line, 1st and 10 for Melbourne.
Caleb, it should be Melbourne's football because if it is, it's Melbourne's football. Viera needs to get their defense on the field because if the penalty was on Melbourne, Caleb, and Viera retained the ball, they would have got the ball from the original line of scrimmage, not from the penalty.
Right.
So the 15-yard penalty happened after the interception.
You know what? Here, if I'm Melbourne, I'm trying to get this ball snapped. You don't have to wait on the defense. Well, okay.
They did blow the whistle dead because Viera's offense is on the field. Shane Staples is asking for an explanation. Paxton School 14, Cocoa Beach 0. Oof.
Viera takes one of their 3 timeouts. Melbourne High School would like to thank a few more of its football sponsors. FWH and Associates. Len's Tires.
So here we go. We'll see this Melbourne offense led by senior quarterback Hunter Turner.
1st and 10 on their own 10. Melbourne's got to go 90 to get 6. And Staples has a valid argument, Caleb. The ball was in the air when the hit occurred. It wasn't intercepted yet. But again, it would be a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, not from the spot.
Right.
When he marked off 15 from the spot, then you knew it was Melbourne's football. It is absolutely astonishing listening to these parents try to figure this out. By the way. Some of their theories are awesome. Turner takes a snap. He's going to hand off Lambert up the gut. He's spinning around. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Nowhere for Lambert and the Bulldogs on 1st down.
2nd down for Melbourne.
Kind of in the feeling each other out process here, kind of like you said, these teams know each other, but there's still that initial, all right, do I have the advantage that I think I did looking on film?
Melbourne with trips to the wide side. Turner takes the snap. He's going to look to throw. Got a man downfield. He's going to try throwing it up. That's Santiago. Gets his hands on it. Broken up by number 4, Reese Reynolds. And I believe that is number 18, Carter Versick. I'm sorry. 3rd and long for Melbourne early, Caleb. You got to try to get this one a little bit out of your end zone here.
Great job there by Versick and Reynolds to get their hands in there and disrupt that catch.
Melbourne tried to draw Viera off sides. Caleb, and Viera's bringing pressure early. Turner takes a snap. He's got Jalen Clark down the middle of the field. He's going to incomplete, intercepted by Viera. That's 2 tip ball interceptions we've seen back-to-back, and Viera sitting in good field position on the Melbourne 30-yard line.
And that one, if you're Clark, you got to bring that one in.
You're sitting open. Yes, you had to kind of turn your body. The ball was a little bit behind you, but Caleb, the old rule: the ball touches the hands. You better hold on to it.
I would say, ask any wide receivers coach. That ball touches your hands, you better bring that in. But now, can Viera capitalize on this opportunity here?
1st and 10 from the Melbourne 30-yard line. Gentili throws it outside. Got a screen to Gillens, looking for some room. He's got nowhere to go. Maybe a gain of 1. Great coverage by Logan Barnhill and Kivaris Cohen.
Barnhill making himself a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year.
Caleb, that young man has a motor. He's a lot faster. He runs track than people think. He does run track, and he just he's got a nose for the football. Physical player. Jet sweep. Markel Ford Watson is right there. Tackles Michael Schmidt for a loss of 6. The senior Markel Ford Watson on the stop for the Bulldogs. 3rd and 15 for Viera.
He was shot out of a cannon just camping in the backfield.
Gentili's going to roll out right. Going to take it. He's got a man wide open, overshoots him. That is a miscommunication between that Melbourne defense. They get lucky there, Caleb.
And again, if you're Viera, you have to take advantage. You're not going to get many opportunities like that. Wide open would have been a walk-in touchdown there.
That's Quincy Gillens, the intended receiver, and Caleb, that's nothing more. You can't blame someone like Dominique Gentili because he hasn't been playing quarterback but 2 games. He's been injured half the year himself. And, backup quarterback playing in a district game, I'm sure he'd love to have that back. He is a great athlete. But like you said, if you're Viera, you gotta take advantage of those.
And that's all I was trying to say. Well, I'm not casting blame. I'm just saying you savor those opportunities when a defense like that gives you that score.
Right.
You just got to convert.
It takes, you know this, and most people do. It takes more than 2 or 3 weeks to get on the same, wavelength as your receivers.
Absolutely.
I mean, you look at Hunter Turner and Jalen Clark have been playing together since youth football. You know what I mean? So they know each other like the back of their hand.
Well, that's the thing. Is there something to be said for those who, that wide receiver quarterback continuity that have been playing for multiple years?
Right. So here we are, 4th and 15 for the Hawks. Gentili in the shotgun. He's going to drop back. He's taking a deep shot. Going to throw a jump ball, and there was Gillens again. Caleb had another shot at it. Just defender was in the way just a half second. So Viera knows that they can take a shot on this Melbourne defense. They've had 3. If you're Melbourne, you got to feel kind of lucky that Viera wasn't able to connect.
Right. I mean, if you think about it, that's 3 opportunities Viera's had in the last 2 drives, because the overthrown ball down here on the first drive.
And I can tell you exactly what Coach Panucci's telling them, Caleb, because in this Melbourne defense, they're going to give the underneath. You can't get beat deep. So they're going to correct that young freshman, and you just don't get beat deep over top in this Melbourne defense.
No, nobody behind you.
Turner throws it out to Jalen Clark. That ball's going to be low. It actually looked incomplete. We'll see where they spot it. They're going to call it a catch. That's a loss of 4 for Melbourne. 2nd and 14 from the 30.
Great job by Carter Versick getting in there and just making sure he's down.
You guys have any scores from other games? Feel free to drop them in. I know Mr. Donnie will.
We appreciate you, Donnie. Always appreciate the score updates.
And Caleb, there's exactly what I'm talking about right there on the sideline. If you look at Coach Panucci, he's got that whiteboard flowing, if you know what I mean. Melbourne didn't even set up the huddle sideline. Turner fakes it. Going to roll out right. Hits a man. That is number 18. Ryan Cabrera on the reception. Big gain for Melbourne down to the Viera 46. 1st and 10 Melbourne.
1st and 10 for Melbourne from the Viera 41.
Turner hands off Lambert up the gut. Lambert makes one guy miss. Lambert's brought down after an 8-yard gain.
Lambert showing a little bit of shiftiness there and a little bit of power at the end of that run.
Caleb, I know it's not Florida football, but the young man is a state champion in the state of Arizona when he transferred from last year. He did win a state championship.
Guess what? State champion's a state champion. I don't care what state you're in.
Those aren't hard to come by. And Arizona's got good football. So
yes, they do.
Same play. Lambert is actually breaks 2 tackles. Caleb, Lambert's got to be a little bit more patient. You can't be mad about a 12-yard run, but he's got to let his guard get around. He's actually beating his lineman to the hole.
And because those are the difference between, oh, that's a 12-yard run. If he lets his guard get around, that could be a 18, 20, 25, a house call even.
Yeah, got to get that guard wrapped around the backer. He broke the tackle from the backer, but you get that guard wrapped around. We got a holding on Melbourne. Maybe that's why the gain was there. Didn't see that call, but all right.
Maybe the blocking would have been a little too good there.
So 2nd down and 9. Looks like it was a holding call that was actually downfield. Heritage 7, Harmony 0.
Penalty against the Bulldogs. Going to bring it back. It'll be
Come on, Coach Ainsley.
I know the Heritage Panthers are looking to get this one, Caleb, and their outside shot. They got to win their last 2 games and hope for a couple losses by other teams. Turner takes it. Turner throws it. Jalen Clark. Jalen Clark is spinning around like a down to the 30. Caleb, they put him in the spin cycle on that one. Melbourne right back to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 on the Hawks' 31-yard line. Jalen Clark and Lambert in the backfield. Turner's going to fake it. He's going to pitch it outside. Jalen Clark, he's got the edge. Makes one man miss. Down around the 24-yard line.
I mean, when you talk about this Melbourne offense, you talk athletes for days, and they all can do just about everything.
Caleb, they got a good group, and I'll tell you what, you look right down here at this young man, number 13, Brady Hart, the JV quarterback, 6'3". Melbourne's got a bright future at the quarterback spot.
Had a chance to broadcast him in that jamboree, and he impressed me so much in the jamboree between Melbourne Heritage and Viera.
6'3", freshman, and he can sling the rock.
Throws a beautiful ball.
Turner takes a snap. Turner's going to fake the Lambert, roll out right. Got a little quick screen. That's Clark. Clark's making a man miss. Going to be close to a 1st down. See where they spot him. Caleb, we got some stats here. Jalen, as the Bulldogs pick up a 1st down on the Viera 20, Jalen Clark, he's got 3 receptions tonight, so he is 14 receptions away from breaking the all-time record of 97 receptions in one season for Melbourne. He's at 83 right now. He's roughly 200 yards from the all-time receiving mark in a season. Lambert up the gut to the right side, breaks a tackle. Strong, hard running by number 1, Wesley Lambert, for a 7-yard gain. We already know where Hunter Turner is. Complete stat leader. Statistically the best quarterback in Melbourne high school history. More importantly, Caleb, Hunter Turner has proven he's a winner. He's just had a great career here at Melbourne High School. And Cocoa is up 7-0 over Palm Bay.
Alan Slaughterzinski and Coach Rob Query have the call there.
There goes another one, Caleb. Faking the zone read, Wesley Lambert. Shovel pass, Jalen Clark. Big play for Jalen Clark and the Bulldogs with a nice shovel pass from Hunter Turner. The Bulldogs strike first with 2:28 left in the first quarter. Rockledge up 7-0.
That's a big game if O'Galley wants to stay in the title hunt.
Extra point is good. Melbourne 7, Viera 0, 2:28 left in the first quarter. That is the drive. If you're a Melbourne, that's what you needed. But Caleb, if you're the Viera Hawks, you know what you've been capable of the last 2 series. You've had 3 missed shots. So you gotta, these Viera Hawks gotta believe.
And we should be talking about a 14-7 game right now. I mean, and that's you're playing the what if game if you're a Viera. Right now, you just gotta put your head down, execute on those plays. You can get over the top.
And Viera's been in some games. They played Harmony really tough at the beginning of the game. Obviously, lost their quarterback. I don't care who you are, Caleb. When you have to switch quarterbacks mid-game, it disrupts what you do offensively.
100%.
J.R. Samuels tuning in. Kick's going to be received by number 16. It's going to be reversed. This time, Zach Pello says, nope, let me just go ahead and cut right here because I was not getting outside. Down to the 24. 1st and 10, Hawks on the Melbourne 24-yard line.
I'd like to thank Paul Davis, Restoration. Give him a call, 321-690-0000.
There's Judah Knight right up the gut. Judah Knight held on to by Wyatt Vitavo, makes the tackle all the way down to the 44-yard line for Viera. 20-yard run. Caleb, Judah Knight almost popped that one.
He has that ability. He has the ability. If he can get the correct foot planted and just get north, the kid has scary speed.
Gentili tries to get a quick screen out to number 6, Pillow, and it is dropped. 2nd and 10 for the Hawks on the 45-yard line. My guy Scott Kingston is watching. My all-time favorite Viera Hawk. He always wants me to talk about how Hayden beat me and I never beat Hayden, but we'll save that for another time. We'll talk West Melbourne, Scott. Gentili fakes the jet sweep, keeps it up the gut for a gain of 6.
6-yard pickup for Viera.
Sent number 12, Javon Cooper, in motion.
3rd and 4 for the Hawks. Caleb, don't be surprised if they try to get the Bulldogs to jump off sides here.
Hey, if they'll give you the free 5.
Judah, yeah, they're going to call Judah Knight. Caleb, you can't take a step if you're in the back. No false start on the Hawks.
False start against Viera is going to bring it back a few yards.
If you do that, Caleb, you got to do the old trick where I was going in motion and just keep going.
Yep.
The running back stepped up here.
3rd and manageable to 3rd and long for the Hawks.
Listen, because you can go in motion and then come back to your original position.
But it's so hard, Caleb, when those kids, I don't care what age you are, when you're not supposed to go in motion and you start going in motion, like, oh, crap, crap, I wasn't supposed to do that. And you stop. Now you know the flag's there. Gentili drops back. Going to throw the swing route to Judah Knight. Melbourne's got it covered well. Judah Knight tries to make a man miss. Brought down after a 2-yard gain, 4th and 7.
4th down and about 6.
They're going to give them 3, so it will be 4th and 6.
You know what? I like this no punt mentality from Viera. No, normally I would advise against it, but you know what? What have you got to lose right now? You fire all the bullets you got in your gun.
Gentili's going to throw it out right. That's Pillow. They're going to old hook and ladder. Judah drops it. Regardless, it's Melbourne football. Caleb, great play call by Shane Staples. Merritt Island 6, Satellite 0, 60-yard pass from Luke Knight to Moss for the Mustangs and the touchdown.
Either way, it's going for the Bulldogs.
So far, that's described Viera's start to this game. Great play call, not execution.
JR, I believe it's Cameron Goodnight. I'll have to get you a number on the next series. I wasn't paying too much to the safeties, just the corners. Ramir is starting at corner tonight. So I'll have to get you a number, JR, on who the other safety is when they are on defense next.
First and 10 for Melbourne.
First and 10, Melbourne. Turner's going to fake the zone. He's going to keep it around the right side. Turner's got it around the right side. Hunter Turner pushed out of bounds by number 21, Cameron Mills, all the way at the Hawk 24-yard line.
And that's what's scary about Turner is not only does he have the cannon for an arm and can beat you over the top, if you think, okay, we'll just drop back and cover all your receivers, that's fine. I'll just take it and pick up 10, 15 yards with my legs.
Right. Turner drops back. Turner's going to break out of a sack. Turner's going to roll left. Turner tries to hit Santiago on a toe tap through a laser, Caleb.
Yeah, he did.
It's going to be hard to catch that one. That was a scary play for the Melbourne offense. Cocoa 14, Palm Bay 0. District championship just down the street on Babcock at Palm Bay High School. I don't know if that's still Florida Tech Panther Stadium or not.
Yeah.
I think it is for the remainder of the school year.
Huh?
I think it is for the remainder of the school year. I know they didn't renew it.
Yes, the remainder of the school year is staying.
Second and 10 for Melbourne. 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Turner takes the snap. Turner's going to throw a deep ball. Channing Clay ball. Great coverage by the Hawks. Incomplete. That's Cameron Mills.
We start the second quarter with your Melbourne Bulldogs leading the Viera Hawks 7-0.
Well, Caleb, 7-0 here. We're going to go to a quick commercial break.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
I'm Marcus May, and you're watching Brevard Sports Network.
My man.
All right, and we're back. And score update, Rockledge 7, O'Galley 0. Thank you for bringing us back, Mr. May.
Frank Santiago and Space Coast Insurance Agency.
I sat with his mom Wednesday night at our flag Super Bowl in my golf cart, Caleb, because Marcus's cousin SJ plays on in our program, and she's flying out tomorrow morning. Gonna make her first game in New Orleans. Watch them play. I don't know which game they play. I know she mentioned the Raiders. I don't know if this week or next week, but she's excited to get to the Superdome for the first time. Turner's gonna throw a deep ball. He's gonna throw it up top. Ryan Cabrera, touchdown, Melbourne. What a catch by the senior.
Good googly moogly.
We're going to have a flag. I really hope that's not a celebration penalty, Caleb, because that's nothing that no other team does when a lineman picks up a receiver or a running back when he scores a touchdown.
I mean,
if that's a celebration penalty, that's.
I didn't see anything excessive. That's you're literally celebrating with a teammate. You didn't use the ball. You didn't.
That's actually going to be unsportsmanlike on Viera, which I didn't see anything, but obviously I'm not on the field to hear what's being said. But nonetheless, great ball by Hunter Turner. We know he throws a great deep ball and a great grab by senior Ryan Cabrera.
Cabrera climbing the ladder right there. Say, give me that.
And Caleb, he's had a great year, but when you got guys like Jalen Clark and Santiago that are on the field with you, sometimes you kind of go quietly under the radar.
I can think of at least 15 other schools where he goes and he's going to be that school's #1 receiver. Just that's the kind of talent the guy has. It's just like you said, you're surrounded by the athletes that he is.
Great protection up front by the Melbourne O-line and the O-line coach, Lyle Neighbor, special teams coordinator, O-line coach. Great football coach. 11:53, 7 seconds into the second quarter. Melbourne leads the Hawks 14-0. There was a 15-yard penalty on the Melbourne touchdown, so the Bulldogs will get to kick off from the Hawks' 45-yard line. Caleb, this is always tricky. You know why? Because do I take a shot and try to pin them, or do I just kick this thing out of the back of the end zone and call it a day?
I'm of the, what do you have to lose here? Try the onside kick, because look, your defense is playing really well. I say try it. Try the onside kick. Try to get another scorer on the board.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see one, Caleb. Viera appears to be ready for it. And there you go. And it's right to the Viera defender. That is recovered by number 33. That is Conrad Perry with a great job on the special teams for the Hawks. 1st and 10, Viera.
You know, I saw one go the opposite way in that jamboree I mentioned earlier at the JV level. Quarterback and kicker Sean Hartman pulled what I call the Pat McAfee style onside kick. Kicks it. It went 10-yard, and Hartman jumped on it himself.
Caleb, you want to watch nice run by Judah Knight around the left side, gain of 2. You want to watch onside kicks, Caleb? Go watch a youth football game anywhere in Brevard County.
Every kick's an onside kick.
Those little jokers got it down pat. Drives me nuts because my team does it too, but it's like.
Well, what always drove me nuts about the onside kick is that first line drops back.
Yeah, not anymore. You got too much here. Gentili keeps it, pitches out right. That's number 81 on the pitch. Brought down out of bounds. That is Eric Nelson on the carry. 3rd and 3 for the Hawks.
And I don't just mean that even at the high school and youth levels. You see it in the pros and college. That first line just drops back and seems to want to wait for it to go 10 yards.
Yep.
If you're that first line, you don't have to wait for it to go 10 yards. Just grab it.
Well, Caleb, it has a catch-22 because if you're the first line and you're running out of a missile up the gut, ball's on the ground. Judah Knight had the carry, fumbles. Melbourne recovers on the 41-yard line. Guess who, Caleb?
I don't know. It's going to be hard.
Logan
choice.
Barnhill. That young man is always around the football. JR, if you're still watching, it is Cameron Goodnight and Kendrick Wright deep for the Bulldogs secondary, both lining up at safety.
Mr. Barnhill
he poked it out and got it. I'm not sure that Judah ever the exchange looked like it was a little bobbly between him and the quarterback again. I'm just speculating from 100 yards away in the bleachers. But That's definitely what it looked like.
Don't worry, Shane Staples will have no problem correcting us later in the week if he needs to.
Turner fakes the turn, rolls out right. He's got Jalen Clark deep. And Jalen just, I think he tried to catch that one a little too soon.
Second down for Melbourne.
2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. And that's kind of been Coach Hughes' MO on a turnover, Caleb, which, again, most football coaches will. They're going to take that shot.
Of course. You get the big play on defense, take that shot on offense. Take that first play shot.
Jensen Beach 7, Bayside 0.
Come on, Coach Broomfield. I know you guys can pull it out.
Turner hands off. Lambert left side makes a man miss. He's trying to bounce. Great job of that Viera defender. I couldn't get a number, Caleb. There was a couple of Hawks down there. One had him around the ankle. But he manages to get 5 out of that.
I don't know how.
5-yard lead over Melbourne makes it 3rd and 5.
Big 3rd down here for the Hawks, Caleb. 10 minutes left here in the 2nd quarter. Devin Alves tuning in, Virginia Tech football player. Turner takes a shot deep downfield for Cabrera again. He's got him. Oh, this time incomplete. Great throw.
Now you're seeing it from Melbourne. The opportunities are there.
Great patience by Turner back there, Caleb, just to sit in the pocket and allow the receiver to come open. And again, great protection by the Melbourne O-line.
You know, I feel like that was one of the most scrutinized positions for this team coming into this year because it seemed like they could never fully get healthy. And now that it seems that they have gotten healthy.
Turner takes a snap. He's going to throw it out quick to Jalen Clark's going to try to get to the outside. We're going to have a block in the back. Jalen will have the 1st down, but this one's coming back.
Flag on the play.
Just quite couldn't get in front of him, Caleb.
And look, sometimes it's just a bang, bang. There's nothing you can do about it.
10-yard penalty from here.
Block in the back against the Bulldogs is going to bring it back.
I can tell you what Coach Panucci is going to be asking for right now, and he's told me he hasn't got it all year because they love to go for it in their own territory. See what they do. And now we do know Hunter Turner can punt the ball.
Saw him all the time in warm-ups today, dropping 63-yard punts in warm-ups.
Turner is lined up back there as a punter. Lambert as the up back. Nice kick by Turner. It's going to take a bounce. Down at the 5-yard line. The quarterback can punt the ball, Caleb.
Great job there by the coverage team. Getting it down to right on the 5-yard line.
Caleb, if anybody's seen Hunter Turner play football, which I've been very fortunate to since he was 3 or 4 years old, he, yeah, Elijah Clark, we're gonna have to, we're not gonna do that, buddy.
Nope. Yep. That will not be tolerated here on the Brevard Sports Network.
Viera takes over 1st and 10 on their own 5-yard line. much in this ball game with 9 minutes left in the second quarter, Caleb. Viera Hawks can sustain a drive here and get one in the end zone.
I believe that's Knight.
Oh, different back end that time, Caleb. I can't see his number. Looks like 23, maybe Ryan
Bubar.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I can't quite tell. Yes, it is, number 23. That tells me one thing's working, Caleb. My eyes are getting better.
Hey.
Holy Trinity 21 MCC. I believe that one is right down the street on Babcock as well.
Babcock Street, home of high school football tonight.
Gentile takes a snap. Here comes the screen. Incomplete. Melbourne was sitting on it. That's Boudreaux Benford. Logan Barnhill applying the pressure.
Logan Barnhill can just do so much. Not only is he great covering, he's a ball hawk, and just being able to apply that quarterback hurry there. It's scary how good that kid is.
Paxton School 22, Cocoa Beach 6. That is a playoff game for the Sunshine State. Gentile's going to try to roll out right. He gets away from him. He's going to slide down just short of the first down. That's going to be a 4th and 2.
I mean, I get the wanting to slide, not take the unnecessary hit, but at the same time, maybe try to beat someone to the sideline there and try to pick up the first.
Viera set to punt from the 12-yard line. Man, Caleb, these guys just drop these links every 2 minutes, don't they?
That's how you know we've made it.
Low snap. He's going to keep it around the left side. Makes a man miss. Ooh. First down, Viera with a big hit. Caleb, that's
wow.
Don't know if that was by design, but it sure looked well.
I don't think that was planned. I think that was just a heads-up play. Heads-up play trying to, well, I know I'm not going to be able to get this punt off, so let's see if I can make something happen. And he did.
I didn't get a number on him, Caleb. I believe it was either 24 or 28.
Well, if it was number 24, that'd be Colin Mutz.
Or Travion Davis.
Or Travion Davis if it was number 28.
Gillens goes jet motion. He's going to keep it around the right side. Makes a man miss. They're going to call him down. I'm glad that there was no flag there, Caleb, because yes, he hurdled the kid, but
he had no choice.
You can't consistently let your legs get taken out like
no.
that. And I saw it in games last week where these big backs are running the rock, and these guys are just, their shins and their knees are getting killed and pounded because they don't have the ability to hurl because it's a 15-yard penalty.
Right. Well, see, I feel there's two different. If you hurdle someone standing straight up, then, that's one thing, but.
Gentile's going to throw it. Tries to get his receiver to come back. Great coverage by Kivaris Cohen.
Incomplete pass makes it 3rd and long for the Hawks.
Like, I feel like that should kind of be an adjustment to that rule. Like, okay, if you go to if I hurdle you and you're standing straight up, all right, for the safety of the kids, you probably don't want to do that. But if someone's diving at your legs, you should be able to try to avoid getting your legs taken out like that.
Coach Kinzel, last score reported was Heritage 7, Harmony 0. I do not have the updated one, but that was the last reported. I do not have a Titusville score.
The Battle of the Hudson.
Yep. Former Melbourne coach Todd Wilson, longtime head coach here at Melbourne High School, tuning in.
Official timeout on the field.
Official timeout, water break. Caleb, this broadcast brought to you by Paul Davis, a restoration company, 321-690-0000. Caleb, I had a great experience with Paul Davis when I was working for Allstate Insurance. They certainly will handle any needs you need when it comes to claims and mold restoration. So, Coco 21, Palm Bay 0. Shane Martin, why is hurdling a penalty? It's a great question,
player safety.
That is the politically correct answer. Yes, Caleb,
and that's the answer I'm going to give.
There you go.
I'm going to give the politically correct answer. It is for player safety. Listen, once you get up into college and the NFL levels,
I watched Bayside High School lose a football game because their running back scored with under a minute left, hurdled the defender to tie it, and they brought it back. Gentili keeps it up the gut. Brought down by Woody Sweet. First down, Hawks.
I get it. I do get the player safety aspect. You don't want a player hurdling somebody and then someone comes over another defender comes over the top, and now you have a defenseless ball carrier getting crushed in the air.
And it's a judgment call, Caleb, because you could say that, hey, if they're a certain amount of feet, in the air, it's whatever. But, you got certain young men that can jump higher than others, and you got guys that'll hurdle people standing straight up, and you got guys that'll hurdle people that are at their ankles.
Right.
So.
Well, and that's the thing. You hurdle someone standing straight up, they get tackled, then they're landing on their neck, and again, that's a whole new.
And now we got a flag on Melbourne. That's going to be unsportsmanlike on one of the linebackers.
Coach Kintai won't take to that one too kindly.
No, Coach Panucci's. I definitely believe something was said, so that's going to aid Viera.
Unsportsmanlike against Melbourne is going to advance at 15 yards and will be first down for Viera.
You know what? If I'm Viera, I'm taking a shot this play.
That's on senior Logan Barnhill. Steven, I am not sure if that game is being broadcasted.
Which one?
Titusville Astronaut. Maybe on Space Coast Daily, but I'm not sure. And looky there, Heritage 14, Harmony 0. Now, I don't want to answer that phone call tonight, Caleb. I'm in a pick 'em, and yeah. Second and 8 for the Hawks. Judah Knight is back in the game, Caleb. 4:57 here in the second quarter, which seems like it has been taking forever here.
It kind of has.
Gentili takes it, got a man wide open. Wow, Cameron Goodnight comes over from the middle of the field. The senior filling in at safety tonight. Caleb Gentili's got to hit him quicker. Cameron Goodnight made a heck of a play. First and 10, Melbourne on their own 42-yard line.
I mean, yes, if you're Gentili, you want to put a little more fire on that ball. You want to get it there quicker.
He had him, but that safety closed quick.
I mean, what a play. It almost looked like he baited him because he took 2 steps to the middle of the field and then, boom, cut as soon as that ball was thrown. Almost looked like it was baited.
What a great play for the senior, Cameron Goodnight.
Coming up at halftime, if the bands play, I will unplug the equipment and allow you all to listen to both bands.
Turner's going to throw deep here to Jalen Clark. Oh. Yeah, he definitely pushed off, Caleb. That touchdown pass is coming back. Jalen Clark.
Yeah.
The sideline defender didn't throw it, but the middle defender did. Dave Kintai knows it, telling Jalen you can't do it.
Offensive pass interference against the Bulldogs is going to bring the ball back.
Actually, yep, there we go. 15. I thought he was stopping at 10. Should be a 15-yarder, Caleb. Well, first and Sebastian River for the Bulldogs here. They listen to us, Caleb. We don't do much math on my end over here, so
No.
they'll get the point. Jensen Beach 16, Bayside 0.
Listen, Brevard County gave me a good education, but my brain is kind of said bucket.
Turner fakes it, keeps it up the gut. Turner's out the gate, all the way down to the 49-yard line. He's going to be about 4 yards shy of a Bulldog first down. Great run by Hunter Turner. Richie, the last O'Galley score I saw was Rockledge 7, O'Galley nothing. District championship game there, I believe, if Rockledge wins.
Yes. If Rockledge wins, they're the district champs. If O'Galley wins, then I believe then we got a 3-way tie between Rockledge, Merritt Island, and O'Galley, because each would have one loss in the district.
Turner takes a snap. Turner taking a deep shot again. He's got Jalen again. He catches it. See if they catch him in bounds. Inbounds. What a play by Jalen Clark down at the 10-yard line, Caleb.
I mean, phenomenal layout.
If Melbourne's going to keep taking shots, Caleb, that's what their offense is. I don't care who they're playing. That is what their MO is. They're going to throw the deep ball.
First and goal from the 10.
Turner takes snap, tries to throw it up to Clayball. He's going to get sacked from behind. He had no time to throw. That's going to bring up second and goal from the 14-yard line. Pitch out left side. Lambert's going to try to get to the edge. Breaks the tackle. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Third and goal for Melbourne.
All right, what do you call here?
Well, Caleb, you guys give me a hard time every week, but I'm going to get my butt under center.
Oh, let's be very clear. Blue gives you a hard time. This is something you and I fully agree on. If you can't get under center and push forward for a yard,
you got to be able to do both. I mean, I'm all, I love the spread and all that, but if you can't line up under center and get me a yard at any point, anytime.
Right.
There's look, Caleb, shotgun, bad snap, Turner sacked for a 3-yard loss.
Oh, that's a touchdown.
And Viera is going to pick up the fumble, and Viera is out the gate.
I heard no whistles.
Touchdown, Viera. 2:34 left in the game. I haven't heard an official whistle either way. I don't even see the officials.
The officials are running down to.
Touchdown, Viera.
Wow.
14-6, 2:34 left in the first half. Caleb and Heritage with a 21-0 lead over Harmony. Caleb,
what did I start this broadcast off by saying? Crazy things happen in rivalry games. On paper, one team might look more dominant than the other, but you let someone hang around, and the crazy things that don't normally happen.
Viera just took the life out of this stadium, I can tell you that much. Kick is up and good. 14-7, 2:34 left in the first half. That, Caleb, was a 92-yard fumble return for a touchdown for the Hawks. And I'm going to come right back to it, Caleb. Get your rear end under center. Don't do anything crazy.
Because worst comes to worst, when if there's a fumbled snap under center, you can then just fall on it, and you get your try again next play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Hunter picked the ball up and tried to run. He just fumbled it when he got tackled. I mean, but still, he fumbled the original snap.
Yes.
And those are, I guess, kind of like basketball. Caleb, you live and die by the three-pointer. You can live and die by the shotgun, I guess.
Yep. But hey,
Isaac Hungerbuehler on the return. Great young man.
Got a young lady.
Jesse Lindemann. You know something I don't know?
The young lady's trying to get a T-shirt thrown from.
You be very careful, Caleb. These cheerleaders got some rifles on their arm. You know, they got that powder puff flag football game they play these days.
Hey, listen, my head's on the swivel.
Viera set to kick off after the 89-yard fumble return by Isaac Hungerbuehler. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong,
nope.
and I apologize,
nope.
Isaac.
Isaac Hungerbuehler. You said it right.
Jalen Clark, that was received in the end zone, but they're going to let him run it out. Jalen Clark's around the left side. Jalen Clark still going. Jalen Clark all the way down to the Hawk 40-yard line. Shane Staples is very upset right now, and rightfully so. That ball was received in the end zone and should have been a touchback. You cannot bring it out in high school football once it's crossed the goal line.
Now that I did not.
It is a automatic dead ball in high school football. You cannot bring the ball. Whether it touches the line, goes into the end zone, or you catch it in the end zone, you cannot bring that ball out.
Wow.
Big play by the senior Jalen Clark.
Wasn't me, I promise.
Must be time for the band. This section's getting real busy. Pitch outside. Wesley Lambert's going to run around the right side. Makes one man miss. Lambert, nice run to the 30-yard line. Just shy of a first down.
I would say, because on the kickoff, it looks weird because it looked like everyone's kind of starting to peel off. Ball goes in the end zone. Okay, everyone peels off and kind of.
Well, I mean, if you're Viera, you still got to play through the whistle.
Yes.
However, Shane Staples has a valid argument.
Valid.
Coach James Rowe, the Brevard County legend.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Rowe is a coach of many sports. I know he's coaching golf at Cocoa High School these days, but longtime basketball coach. Caleb, just one of those guys that is the standard in Brevard County.
100%. I remember being back when I was with Space Coast Daily. Myself, Alan, Steve Wilson, Orville Susong went and covered his last game. And just the amount of outpouring support from past and present players, everyone you talk to, nothing but good things to say about Coach Rowe and what he meant to their lives, not just as players, but as the young men they became.
Son's doing great as well, coaching. One's coaching in the NFL, one's coaching college.
I believe it's James Rowe Jr. is in the NFL, I believe, with the
Chicago Bears, I
believe it's the Chicago Bears.
I know he was with my Colts and he left us, but hey, I don't blame leaving that situation either. Second and short for Melbourne. Turner takes a snap, hands off to Lambert. Lambert patient, keeping his feet running. He'll pick up a first down after a gain of 4.
He also, I believe, had a stop in with the Commanders.
Yep. And I believe the other one is coaching at the University of Houston, David.
Yes, he went up to Valdosta State for a while and did some good work up there.
Jesse, did you get a new iPhone? Because all of a sudden you can hear now, and you talking about birdies and people sitting. I don't know, buddy. Best Electric hook you up. Turner takes snap. Turner throws it. Tries to throw it. A skinny post. Safety sitting right there. Incomplete. 1:01 left here in the first half. 2nd and 10 for Melbourne.
Second down for the Bulldogs.
.101 left to go here in the first half. Second and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Turner takes the snap. Third option, Channing Clayball down to the 2-yard line. He wanted to go over top to Jalen Clark, but that corner sat on the corner. Caleb was sitting in between the curl route and the corner route, and Turner couldn't get the ball over him. Great coverage on that side of the field for the Hawks, but Turner finds his third option in the middle of the field, Channing Clayball. Timeout, Melbourne.
4 seconds left in the second quarter. Make sure you run down the concessions, beat that line. But make sure you watch the game because Melbourne's about to score.
You know, now that I think about it, Jesse does have an inside scoop. He does coach with Lyle Neighbor, who is a coach on Melbourne staff. They coach together at West Melbourne. So Jesse might be right. I might owe Jesse a Yeti drink tomorrow. Holy Trinity leads MCC 28-0.
28-0. You know, good for Coach Hurley there.
Coming off that loss last week at Titusville, trying to get another W for the Holy Trinity Tigers. Turner sends Santiago in motion. Going to hand off Lambert around the right side. Lambert cuts it up. He's in for a Bulldog touchdown.
It's a big way to end the first half for Melbourne.
Kick is up and good. So 21-7, 48 seconds left.
I mean, what a turn of events we've had within the last 2 minutes here. Viera gets a scoop and score, 94-yard. Isaac Hungerbuehler scoop and score, touchdown. And then on the ensuing kickoff, a kickoff that shouldn't have happened, if we are correct on the rule there.
Well, I can tell you it's 100% absolutely the rule. Now,
Okay.
I'm not on the field, so can that official say that Jalen's feet were on the 1-yard line and he grabbed the ball in the end zone? From here, it looked like Jalen was standing in the end zone. But, again, that's why I'm not wearing a zebra shirt.
Right.
Number 4 set to kick off. Great kick, Caleb. That's going to be a touchback. That is number 4.
Trevor Causey.
Yep, Trezor Causey Jr., the kicker for the Bulldogs. Caleb, I'm not used to sitting up in these bleachers and stuff, but, man, these band parents always come up here at halftime like that?
Yeah.
Wow.
They all come up here because what happens
There
is
ain't much room for them, though.
they all come up here and they record the show, because it's not just about the music quality, it's about the formations.
Oh, that's right, that's right. We got yelled at last week at Heritage. You're right. I remember now. Well, not we. The guy over there that's broadcasting over there did. Remember? Oh, you were inside. You weren't outside with me in blue.
Yeah, no, yeah.
No, we'll talk about that later.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right. You're right. Absolutely.
Second down and 7 for the Hawks. 41 seconds left. Gentili throws it out quick. That is number 3. Gillen's on the reception all the way down for a gain of 12 and a Hawk first down.
At the 33, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hawks. They get a first down with 35 seconds left.
No Logan in the super sophomore this week.
Nope. We gave Jackson the week off, and
Will he be with the post game show?
nope. He has the week off, getting some much needed rest, and
You guys going to slow and low tonight?
and yeah, no, just 2 games. We are doing the post game show, yes.
Gentili with a deep shot. We got. It's going to be a pass interference.
Flag on the play.
And Caleb, good thing we are playing high school football because it's a 15-yarder from the spot if you're a Bulldog fan. And if we were playing on Sundays, it'd be, it is a 15-yard penalty from the original line of scrimmage. On Sundays, it's from the spot.
Yes.
So. 28 seconds here before halftime. Melbourne 21. I'm not quite sure what's going on in the O'Galley game, Caleb, but I'm very curious because I'm getting all kinds of text messages right now.
I also would love to know.
And I can't read them yet.
Well, listen, I believe there's a certain crew from another station. I believe Space Coast Daily has.
Oh, they are there. They are there for sure.
So
Gentili drops back, takes a deep shot again. Nobody there, incomplete. A little miscommunication by the receivers.
Pass incomplete against the Hawks.
22 seconds left.
2nd and 10.
Gentili looking. Guess who that is, Caleb? Logan Barnhill. We're going to have it.
Oh.
It should be an incomplete pass. It'll be intentional grounding.
Incomplete pass is the ruling on the field.
Wow. So the ball has to get to the line of scrimmage.
Or be out of the pocket. And still has to get to the line of scrimmage.
And if it doesn't get to the line of scrimmage, there's got to be a receiver in the area.
Flag is weighed off.
They're going to say the running back was in the area.
3rd and long for the Hawks.
13-0 Raiders over the Commodores.
Wow.
Well, Caleb, I talked to Coach Tyrone
Takes a timeout with 13
a lot
seconds
this
left.
week leading up to this, and there was definitely some things exchanged on Twitter.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not going to drop names, but I mean, anybody that pays attention knows what they saw, and hey, I know you guys are busy on Thursday nights, but if you were in our spaces last night, it got a little personal, Caleb. And,
listen.
a lot of these coaches, Caleb, I don't care what anybody says. You can hear the talk, this, that, whatever you want to talk about. These guys are buddies, man.
Of course.
They talk outside of football. They hang out outside of football.
Oh, come on. Well, listen, I almost bring it back to Jackson State and I think it was, South Alabama? The one coach getting his feelings hurt because Coach Prime was I call it promoting with football talk, promoting the game against South Alabama, and the coach got his feelings hurt. Like, there's football talk, and then there's a difference.
3rd and long for the Hawks. Gentili tries to throw it underneath, incomplete. 8 seconds left, be 4th down for Viera. Titusville 7, Astronaut 0, halftime. Close game there for the Hudson Trophy. But no, Caleb, I mean, I've been a part of this for a while, and there's things that are said, but at the end of the day, those guys are going to shake hands in one way or another.
and meet up for a beverage later.
Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, they'll.
Yeah.
Half of them will probably be at a youth football field tomorrow, hanging out, watching those youngsters coming up. Gentili's going to sky this one in the air. And that'll take us to halftime. Your score, Melbourne 21, Viera 7 at the end of the first half. And we will, any first half thoughts, or you want to go straight to it, Caleb?
Well, we'll go. We'll have our first half thoughts here real quick when we come back. Folks, the band's going to come out and play. I'm going to unplug the equipment so you can hear and watch the bands. And with about a couple minutes left till halftime, we'll give our first half thoughts.
And real quick, Satellite 14, Merritt Island 6, halftime, and Cocoa up 21-0.
Wow.
So we'll see you here for the second half.
To the field, the 2022 Viera High School marching. Tonight's musical performance will include songs made famous by the Rolling Stones and Styx. Come Sail Away, Gimme Shelter, Painted Black, and Mr. Roboto. We call this year's show Sticks and Stones. Drum Majors, is your band ready? Marching Hawks, you may now begin your performance.
Here, Carter.
regular season halftime performance is your Pride of Melbourne. Drum majors, is your band ready? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the Pride of Melbourne.
38-yard run versus darts? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we got all
starting at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
Folks, we are back here. 2 minutes left till second half kickoff. And Billy, let's get your take on how that first half went.
Well, I thought Viera missed a couple shots early. Got a big play on defense.
A little closer.
There you go. My bad. Viera missed a couple shots on offense early, and it's a 14-point ball game. They got a great play on defense, and again, this Viera Hawks team is young. They're banged up. Everybody can talk about their record all they want. Shane Staples will fix this ship.
Yes.
Okay. And I just want to see second half going forward for Viera is to fight. And if you're Melbourne, you got to finish the football game. You had a so-so first half, some turnovers, interception, and a fumble return for a touchdown. The interception obviously wasn't returned, but Melbourne ain't clicking on all cylinders either. And you're 2 weeks away from a playoff football. So I'll tell you this much, though, Caleb. I was watching that freshman quarterback warm up for Melbourne, Brady Hart, and he can sling it. And I think we will see him in this second half.
You summed it up perfectly. Look, I mean, like I said, Viera had combined 3 missed opportunities in their first 2 drives. If they score on those, I mean, we're right now we're sitting with a tie ball game. Melbourne had a missed opportunity, which they eventually scored on the drive, which is why I don't say they have another one because they eventually scored. But we're talking a 21-21 game at half.
Right. Absolutely, Caleb. It's a lot to be said. Melbourne has a lot to correct. All right. My man Donnie's got scores all over the place.
Hey.
So, Titusville 14, Astronaut 0. Oops, I'm clicking all over. Jensen Beach 16, Bayside 0. Paxton School 38, Cocoa Beach 14. Rockledge 13, O'Galley 0. A lot of good football games going on around the county.
Here, your score is 21-7, Melbourne over Viera, and I believe Melbourne will get the ball to start the second half.
Melbourne did defer. They did win the toss and defer, which was, like I said, Caleb, you typically follow the MO of your head coach, and people can claim strategy, this, that, and the other, but as an offensive guy, I want the ball first. Stop me. I feel like I can come out and punch you in the mouth right away and then get one on the board and, give my defense some momentum. Oh.
If you have a Volkswagen parked in a handicap spot near the front gate of the school, license plate ISUV38, your lights are on.
Oh, that person could have a hard time getting home. They left their lights on.
Mark Spare, yes, that was a great interception by Cameron Goodnight in the first half.
Isaac Hungerbuehler with Viera's only score on the board, that 94-yard scoop and score.
I'll tell you what, Viera's ready to get this thing rocking and rolling. And
Melbourne's just now coming out of the locker room. Oh, we have this moment while they're getting set to do the kickoff. We'd like to thank our sponsor here, Paul Davis Restoration. 321-690-0000.
Caleb Viera crazy enough to onside kick this one?
You know what?
What does it hurt?
No.
I would really like to know where Melbourne's been because they are literally still coming out of the locker room. I don't know. I mean, they got kids running on the field. Viera kicks the ball in the back of the end zone.
I didn't even know they started the.
Yeah. I mean, Melbourne literally was still running on the track with kids running onto the field to get into kick return. I don't know who that's in charge.
Well. Then here was my theory. If Melbourne's still getting kids on, why not try the onside kick? You had half the field where there was not a single Bulldog.
Here, you know, Caleb, the referee allowed Melbourne to get kids on.
So here we go.
Handoff left side, that's Wesley Lambert. Down to the 35-yard line. Brady Hart gets the start in the second half. A freshman quarterback, 6'3" for the Melbourne Bulldogs.
Hey, look, I'm excited to see this kid Hart get action. Be also interesting to see if any other starters start getting slowly.
Hart throws it out to Santiago around the right side. Frankie gains 8 yards on the play.
Please subscribe to our YouTube page. Every game will be uploaded to our YouTube page over the course of the weekend. That's the Brevard Sports Network on YouTube. Hard in the gun.
Right up the gut.
Give it off to Lambert. And Lambert.
Oh, he couldn't keep his feet.
Wow. That grassy knoll, Billy. That grassy knoll seems to pop up. Gives it off to Lambert again, and Lambert still fights his way for a gain of about 6 or 7 yards.
5 more yards for the Bulldog offense, 2nd and 5.
Bring up 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Good way here to open up the second half. Get Hart feeling into the game. Let Lambert do some work.
Hart's going to throw it underneath. Wow, nice. He had a man deep, but hey, young freshman makes a check down. Channing play ball across the middle, and another Melbourne first down.
Though I will say, I think if that's not his first throw, I think he takes the shot. First down for the Bulldogs. Play action, Hart.
Complete again for a gain of 6. And that's number 5, Jalen Clark.
Hey, look, if you're hard here, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just get the ball to your athletes and let them make plays. Slant, 5-yard slant here. Hand off to Lambert. Let him get you 5, 6, 7 yards.
Hart hands it off up the gut. That's Lambert. Makes a man miss. Wesley Lambert. Touchdown, Melbourne. Great opening drive if you're a Bulldog fan for the second half.
And I think you're starting to see a little more patience out of Lambert. Again, what waits allows the defense to move, and then he's almost reacting to the defense. Oh, you think you're going to over-pursue me? Watch this. Cut back. Bye-bye.
Maybe that's why Melbourne was late coming up.
You better lose your water, sir.
I'm pretty sure I just did, Caleb.
Yeah, you did.
Can't bring nothing up here, Caleb. Can't bring nothing up here. These bleachers from my mom was at the school in like the 70s or 80s and just got holes all in them over here.
Melbourne puts the score on the board. Now lead it 28-7 with 8:52 left to go here in quarter number 3.
Naturally, I'm thirsty now.
Come on, you use the force.
Yeah, I was looking for some youngins that I always see at the game, but
I would say, I'm like, come on, you're telling me
no, they're down there running around on the sideline.
There's not a West Melbourne player you can pay $1 to.
Yeah, I see 7 of them running around the sideline. Melbourne set to kick off. Zach Pillow returns it to the 30-yard line. Viera takes over 1st and 10.
Viera to their own 30, 1st and 10 for the Hawks.
And
All touchdowns tonight sponsored by the Cart Guys.
Zach Pillow, and another name I've had the pleasure of calling at SBYFL.
Check out their lovely selection of golf carts.
Great receiver.
Street, road, off-road, whatever you need, the Cart Guys have the cart for you. First and 10 for Viera.
Gentili in the gun. And nearly.
Incomplete. Wyatt Vitavo.
Pass incomplete, 2nd and 10 for the Hawks.
Intended receiver was number 12, Javon Cooper was the intended receiver on the play. Whistles will blow this play dead. Offsides on Melbourne is what I'm seeing the initial.
Offsides against Melbourne is going to give the Hawks 5 yards.
That'll be a free 5.
2nd and 5 for Viera.
2nd and 5 for the Hawks.
I finally found the feet again, Viera. Finally found the feet again, Caleb. I don't know what was going on. 2nd and 5 for Viera. Gentili lined up in the shotgun. 8:30 and rolling here. Hands off up to Judah Knight. Wyatt Vitavo, first one on the contact.
No gain for the Hawks. That's 30.
The young sophomore, Caleb, the smallest kid on the field, but I guarantee you, pound for pound, one of the toughest kid on the field.
I'm in 100% agreement there. Little continue on the tempo from Viera here. Gentili running back sidecar right. And they're going to fake the handoff, and Melbourne was not fooled there.
Boudreaux, Binford.
Got a 7-yard loss on the sack.
Binford.
4th and long for Viera.
And that'll bring up the punting unit. Wouldn't be unusual to see Viera try to fake it here. Snap, bounces off the ground, and
he's going to get to the outside again. I don't know that he'll have enough room to get a first down because Melbourne is over there. We got a flag flying in.
Melbourne Bulldogs
Don't have any early signs as to what the call is. Whatever it is, Melbourne says they decline it. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike on Viera.
Personal foul against the Hawks. The Bulldogs decline it. It'll be 1st and 10 for Melbourne from the Viera 33.
Must have been a live ball, even though the official signaled dead ball.
Right.
Because if it was a live ball, you don't want to take it. If it's dead ball, I don't know why you wouldn't take it. But
Right. Anyway.
Brady Hart takes a snap. He's got a man. He's going to keep this one. The young freshman quarterback. He makes a man miss. Slides. Great job by the young Caleb. The young freshman didn't want to take a shot. Doesn't want to force a turnover. Tucks it and run. Way to show patience by the freshman quarterback.
I would say how many of us, you know, would have loved to just sling it as well as he can. I mean, he can sling it, put it in tight windows, but instead takes the safe play and picks up the first down.
Hard hands off to Lambert. Patient running. Caleb, this is kind of the best I've seen Lambert. You know, he's had really good games as well, but his patience was definitely there tonight.
And look, you're going to need that for playoff football. You need to let your linemen get out ahead of you, open up the holes.
Rockledge 20, O'Galley 0. Coach Tyrone trying to get some Krispy Kremes tonight. Hart throws it out to Santiago, and no blocking on that side. Great coverage by the Viera Hawks. That's number 17, Zane Humke on the tackle. 3rd down and 9 for Melbourne. Good over there, Caleb? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. 5.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 3.
Brady Hart takes a snap, throws it. Intended for Ryan Cabrera. The freshman's got to get that one up a little bit. Caleb, a little underthrown.
Most you probably just heard Coach Turner just giving some coaching on the field. They're trying a field goal attempt.
Number 4 with the kick wide left.
And Viera will take over 1st and 10 there.
We had a flag on Melbourne. Will be declined by Viera.
Well, hi, Bam. I'd like to thank its corporate sponsors, 321 Homes Incorporated, Animal Medical Clinic,
5:07 left to go here in quarter number 3.
Ridgeway Billing Solutions, Launchers, Cindy Road, Realtor, Curry Property,
Timeout called by Melbourne.
Gary Road Urgent Care,
And Coach Panucci emphatically calling his defense over.
timeout on the field, official water break.
There's the official water break.
Play in the 3rd quarter. It's your Melbourne Bulldogs 28.
Paul Davis Restoration for property restoration experts. Give Paul Davis a call at 321-690-0000 or find him online at
And if you're one of those swimmers, you have a swim meet tomorrow, and it's kind of cold.
thespacecoast.pauldavis.com.
Viera takes over 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. Caleb, those are treated just like a punt. Touchback. Viera takes over. Bad snap. It's going to be picked up by Judah Knight. Driven into the ground by Markel Ford Watson.
And missed opportunities and bad snaps.
You know, Caleb, I used to, when I was a kid, and I'd run down like all these kids chase these shirts. These kids are going crazy over it. Boudreaux tries to get it. Intended for Quincy Gillens. Incomplete. Third down. I wonder how many times they throw these things out in a game.
It's about the goalie getting free stuff.
I don't need one. It won't fit me. I got plenty of Melbourne shirts.
I'm in the same boat.
I got 10 years worth of coaching gear in my closet from here. So 3rd and long for the Hawks. That is Gentili going to try to keep it around the right side. Nowhere to go.
I don't know what even the play call was there. Looked like a play that just kind of got broken really fast.
Jesse Lindemann. Yes, I know I owe you. You were right. Your little birdie.
That little birdie.
You weren't right last week, though, because you couldn't hear nothing because your phone, but hey, whatever. 3:52 and rolling here in the 3rd quarter. Melbourne 28, Viera 7. Viera set a punt out of their own end zone. Snap is good. Nice kick. Going to be fielded by Jalen Clark. Makes a man miss. Runs out of real estate. Oh, knocked out of bounds. And we're going to have a block in the back here on Melbourne. Bayside trailing 16-0 as of the last update. Got an injured Hawk to our left, Caleb, and we got a flag here near the 50. Jesse said his fan was on. That's why he couldn't hear Caleb.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
What?
He doesn't know that I saw last night that his son closed his trunk and hit Jesse in the back of the head. One of those automatic trunks, you press the button.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse got hit right in the back of the head. I saw that from afar. That was pretty funny. Holy Trinity leads MCC 35-0. Miss Culver, the longtime Brevard County School Board employee here at Melbourne High School, and Kristen McAuliffe, one of the best. Caleb is tuning in. Jesse.
$3:32 left to go here in quarter number 3.
We got push-ups in the stands.
Why not? Oh, so someone's trying to get your attention over there.
Who's that? O'Galley alum wants to know the score.
Oh, okay.
Corey Dervis, his father was the principal of O'Galley High School for over 30 years, Mr. Tom Sawyer. Brady Hart in the gun, hands it off up the middle. Gain of 4 for Melbourne from Wes Lambert.
I really want to see this kid sling it here.
Well, I was watching him warm up at halftime, Caleb, and he's got it. Lambert just hits another gear. That young man's patience tonight. Great run by number 1. Yes, Jesse, that is the freshman quarterback. He is listed at 6'3" for Melbourne. Brady Hart. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Hart pulls it, throws the interception.
Oh.
Great job by the Viera defense. Intended for Channing Clayball. Well, we got a flag on this sideline. We're going to have sideline warning.
Seth Hufty on the interception.
Is that 22 or 12, Caleb?
Huh?
Was it 22 or 12?
I saw 22.
Either way, it was either Seth Hufty or Javon Cooper, one of the two. He sat right on the route. Hart probably should have threw it outside of Santiago. You know, just a young man. First varsity snaps, so. Coach Rao.
Big opportunity here for Viera.
Absolutely, Caleb put him right back in his ball game. 2:35 left in the third quarter. Melbourne's 3rd turnover of the night. Gentile keeps nowhere to go. I hear whistles like crazy, so we got some players arguing over here.
Look, we're starting to enter that territory, Billy.
Yeah, well, both sides got to play smart football.
Oh, agreed. If you're Melbourne, you have a heck of a lot to lose over foolishness. Again, you're playoff bound.
No flags were thrown, but I heard the whistles. 2nd and 10 for the Hawks after the Gentile quarterback keeper. Gentile's going to try to throw it to the outside. It is tipped by the Melbourne defensive lineman. That is Nate Jennings.
So here we go.
3rd and 11. Gentile's going to keep it out the right. He's going to have looking for the backside. He's got a man. The Cohen is there. He's going to run underneath it. Incomplete. Oof. We got a flag on the field. Caleb, they went empty with the diamond set to the right, and they ran that receiver through the line of scrimmage, through the line, back out the backside. And great job by Kivaris Cohen to stay home. Flag will be ineligible receiver downfield on Viera.
And that's a tough one as a lineman because you're engaged in a block, and you don't know whether your quarterback has thrown it yet or.
Final Holy Trinity 35, MCC 0.
Yeah, and it's going to take a little bit for Coach Przinski to get that thing rebuilt over at MCC. He's an MCC alum. If anyone can do it, he can. $1:35 left to go here in quarter number 3 with a timeout.
Whether you need a box blade to help spread your gravel, or a new golf cart, or somebody to help you buy or sell a house, or any electronics work or photography, take a look at all the banners we have around Tom McIntyre Stadium. Whether you support football, cheer, miracles, or all the above, there are companies that help Melbourne High School, and we appreciate that you help them.
28-7 there on the Paul Davis scoreboard.
1:35 left in the third quarter. Gentile takes snap. He's going to drop it. Caleb, he just has to chuck this one up because when he bobbled the snap, he couldn't get his head back up. And Melbourne's defense was right there. So another stop by the Melbourne defense. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10, Melbourne.
Again, sums up Viera's night. Opportunities had, failed execution. And like you said, Coach Shane Staples will get this program back up and humming again.
Young program, Caleb. Heritage 35, Harmony 3. Wow. The freshman quarterback's going to be sacked. You think Shane Staples knows there's a freshman in on the other side of the field? Because they are bringing the pressure.
I believe that was
coordinator.
I believe that was number 55, Logan Keith.
Second and long for the Bulldogs. Yeah, Jesse Caden's going to be a nasty back there for Holy Trinity. He, natural running back that we had, Caleb, he is filthy with the rock in his hand. Hart takes the snap, is going to throw it to Jalen Clark. Jalen Clark squeezes through the tight block, and we'll get up to the 36-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 for Melbourne. Jalen Clark has to have about 6 or 7 receptions tonight. He was 17 away from the all-time record. Don't expect him to get that tonight, but he's definitely putting the dent in it. 8 seconds left here till the end of the 3rd quarter. See if Melbourne runs another play. That they will. Hart drops back. He's got a man. That's Ryan Cabrera. There goes Cabrera to the Hawk 21-yard line. What a dart by the young freshman quarterback.
I mean, again, on target, precise, tight spiral, and then Cabrera with that all that yak.
End of the 3rd quarter, Caleb. Melbourne 28.
All right, we'll be right back. All right, we got 1st and 10 here for Melbourne after a fantastic passing catch from
Brady Hart to Ryan Cabrera. Caleb, Paxton School 38, Cocoa Beach 20. If that's a final, that would end the Cocoa Beach Minutemen season. But hey, kudos to Ben Waldrop and what he's done.
Absolutely.
And another score update: Rockledge 20, O'Galley 0. Hart throws it outside. That's Jalen Clark again. Wow, Caleb. Great job by Jalen Clark breaking tackles.
And look, that's not a bad defender he made miss either. Cooper Keith.
I'm giving John Turner a hard time because he does have the all-time. He's the leader in receptions in a season here at Mel High at 97, and he's getting crept up on here real quick.
So does he have a video ready to post when it happens?
Hey, that's not my call. Hart's going to throw it over the top. Right, dunks it down to Santiago. Touchdown, Melbourne. Brady Hart to Frankie Santiago, the senior. How about that, Caleb? A freshman to a senior. 12-yard touchdown pass for Melbourne.
I mean, look, it shows what I know. I said I wanted to see the kid sling it downfield. Instead, he says, no, I think I'll do the smart thing, give it to my athlete 5 to 7 yards off the line of scrimmage and let them do work. And it's worked for him so far.
Bad snap is recovered. Kick is up and good.
And the kick is good. 11:23 left to play in the game. Melbourne Bulldogs 35 and Viera 7.
35-7 with 11:23 left. What I haven't seen, Caleb, in quite some time is that Coco score.
I want to say I am quite curious. I think we hadn't gotten out of the first quarter, and Coco had already scored 21. I know Allen has that broadcast with Coach Blue.
Walker set the kickoff for Melbourne. And it will go out the back of the end zone.
Touchback for the Bulldogs special team. Viera will take over 1st and 10 from the 20. The Booster Club would like to announce some of the raffle winners. If you are holding ticket 867115, again 867115, please report to the booster table. You have one puppy number 1.
Ooh.
21-0 Coco, Caleb.
What?
That's hey, Palm Bay's got a bunch of athletes on that team,
Oh,
Caleb.
they absolutely do.
Judah Knight up the gut. If Palm Bay fixes their discipline problems on the field, not speaking about Jake Owens and his staff and all that off the field, but their discipline on the field that we saw against Melbourne, they self-inflicted wounds.
Oh, look, and Alan said it last night on the preview show. Palm Bay had the athletes to match up well with Coco.
Ball's out, and it's a fumble. It's recovered by Nate Jennings. He's going to take it back if we don't have a flag. Touchdown, Melbourne.
Nate Jennings. Scoop and score. Hard running. That's a I want in this end zone right now, and there is nothing you can do to stop me.
Logan Barnhill on the forced fumble.
Who else? Who else? That's what, his second forced fumble tonight?
Yep.
6 more points on the board for the Bulldog defense.
Kick is up and good. Melbourne 42-7. Caleb, it should enact the running clock here in the fourth quarter. Great statement, Shane Martin. I couldn't agree more. Again, Shane Staples will have this program back together. These Heritage Hawks, good Lord. I see Donnie's post about the score, and these Viera Hawks will be perfectly fine, folks.
Yes. And I think the biggest telltale of it is you see how hard these players are playing for him now. Let's be real. This late in the season.
Oh, Caleb, yeah. There's a lot of things that could happen to a team that's sitting at 0-8 this late in the season. Seniors, this, that. There's so much that could take place, but that's a tight-knit community. A lot of these kids grew up together, and they're going to fight till the end, and they got Merritt Island next week.
Oh, yeah. And if you don't think they're going to come out swinging, trying to get that victory, then you don't know this squad. That one out the back of the end zone for a touchback.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Viera.
And here comes Gentili and this Hawk offense.
Quick throw out to the right side. Great coverage by Kivaris Cohen.
Bulldog defense.
Rockledge scores again, and now it's 26-0.
26. And like as you said, there's something to be said for what Coach Jiska over there has done with that defense, and just
867-106. Report to the booster table to get puppy number 3. 867-106.
Tilly drops back. He's going to have to scramble. He's going to be brought down. He gets it out of his hands. That is Nate Jennings again.
important thing there, he got us to the line of scrimmage.
Nice screen. Oh.
Wow. What a hit.
Nate Jennings again. Caleb, if we're playing on Saturdays, that might have been a flag.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Titusville 28, Astronaut 0. Jalen Clark and Kendrick Wright are deep.
The Hawks face it a 4th and long.
Fake punt by the Hawks. I'm not sure about that one, Caleb. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Melbourne's not going to let off the gas. 6 minutes left, they're not going to let off the gas.
I mean, if you already make the decision you're going to fake it, for me, you might as well keep the offense on the field.
Well, I'm going to tell you what they just did, Caleb, is they ran the play that Heritage ran, which is all it is a direct snap to the upback, but they actually run power. They're going to pull the guard and pull the tackle on the punt. Heritage was successful against Melbourne on it, but 4th and 14 might not be the time to call it. Satellite 22, Merritt Island 6, 80-yard touchdown run by Jalen Bradley.
Satellite 22, Merritt Island 6.
Yeah, I guess I'm saying that correctly.
You know what? Way to go for Coach Brian Helton and the Satellite Scorpions. If that is the true score, then I mean, big ups. You know, Coach Helton hasn't exactly had the season that I think a lot of people thought. But you know what? Good for Coach Helton. Good for that satellite program. Hart fires, incomplete.
Intended for. We got a flag on the play. Ineligible receiver downfield on Melbourne.
Penalties against the Bulldogs. It's going to bring the ball back. Repeat first down.
What an up and down year for Merritt Island, Caleb.
Yeah.
Some quality wins and some bad losses. But that's high school football in Brevard County.
Yeah.
So I can't say they're bad losses. That's no disrespect to Satellite or Heritage or anybody of that nature. Did my man just win a pumpkin?
Yeah.
Handoff Lambert, left side. He's down the sideline. Touchdown, Melbourne. Oh, he stretched that one over this line. They stole that one from that young man.
I know exactly my next play call is. You give it to Lambert and let him go up the middle.
I mean, he purposely, maybe his body was shielding the referee, but he stuck that football out. Viera's coming on the blitz, Caleb. Melbourne running the clock down. Watching that back official, puts his hands in the air, 10 seconds till delay game. Handoff Lambert up the gut. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Rockledge 28, O'Galley 0.
Snap, the kick, the hold is good. 49-7. Billy?
My old man just texted me. Heritage it is the final 35-7.
Nope, wrong.
I'm sorry, 35-3. Great win for Mark Ainsley and the Heritage Panthers. Look to get back to 500 next week against Bayside. I know that this win was very important for them. They're going to finish second in the district. Outside shot at making the playoffs, Caleb.
Yeah. Hey. You know,
I did not expect that game to come, and I told my, the little thing I'm in with a couple coaches around town and asked my prediction, and I definitely did not see that one coming tonight. So kudos to the Heritage Panthers on a great win.
They seem to have found that offense. That looks more like the offense I think everyone was expecting.
You ask any football coach around town, Caleb, you want to play Heritage early, because that Mark Ainsley's team historically get better and better and better as the season goes on. They're going to be disciplined. They're going to be well coached on defense, and if they can get their offense going, they got a lot of playmakers. And guess what? They all come back next season.
Mm-hmm.
2:34 here left at Tom McIntyre Stadium. Melbourne 49, Hawks 7.
Be sure to join us at Slow and Low for the BSN Friday night post-game show.
Caleb, you going to get some pork before the year's over?
Yes, I will, because you know what? He's not here to stop me. Look, I think if we're going to take anything away from tonight, it's Melbourne still has a lot to clean up before they enter the playoffs in 2 weeks.
Caleb, 3 turnovers, I think, tonight. Maybe 4 for Melbourne if I'm miscounting. Judah Knight finds a seam. Judah Knight still going. Judah Knight down the sideline. He's got some wheels. Pushed out of bounds. Judah Knight.
Way to go, Judah Knight.
Caleb, 3 turnovers against a team like Vero Beach, Treasure Coast, Kissimmee Osceola. Melbourne is getting – this score is the other way.
Right.
Melbourne cannot afford to do that.
I mean, and look at the turnaround Martin County's had over the last few years. Typically, Martin County was your spring game.
Yeah, okay, they were middle of the road. I mean, we played them a lot when I coached here. They got a great group. I mean, I don't know if you've been down to that school. Football stadium's nice, but their gym is second to none in this area. That Martin County. But no, they have their years where they've been down, but they're back. They're competitive, and they were in a district with Melbourne for quite a long time. Fumble on the ball, ball's on the ground. It's still rolling. It's going to be recovered by Melbourne. We should see a knee here with a minute left. Nate Jennings with his second fumble recovery of the night. Mr. Kingery, we appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate the great comments. 53 seconds and rolling. Melbourne.
I don't even think the refs are going to make them snap it.
We'll see what he's getting ready to place the ball. If it's under.
Well, but even if they take the delay game, the clock still runs.
He hasn't started the play clock yet. So if he does, it should be it.
Yeah, no. They're not going to make them snap it.
Caleb, final thoughts? There you go. Melbourne should not have to snap the ball. So I'm going to let you close this one out. I'm going to go talk to Coach Staples and my guys in the black over there. Talk to these seniors that I've coached for quite some time. So I appreciate you, Caleb.
Look, I'm going to speak to Viera. Coach Shane Staples is the man that will right this ship. He will get this all together. He's got another young group coming up from SVYFL 14U. Lots of great athletes coming up. They're going to be okay. Melbourne, you guys, this coaching staff knows what they need to do to clean up, because Kintai will look at you and say, we're not ready for playoff action just yet.
Nope, they're not. And I'm going to go talk to both of them, like I said, Caleb, and, I'll shoot you a message what they say. But great game tonight by Melbourne. Melbourne will play at O'Galley next week in a big rivalry game. O'Galley going to come off more than likely this loss to Rockledge, and Melbourne off this win. So that'll be a good one next week. And I believe we're in Bayside Heritage next week. So
yes, we are.
Appreciate you tuning in to Brevard Sports Network. Slow and Low post-game show at probably about 45 minutes, give or take. Brevard Sports Network, Alan and the crew will be live, and we appreciate you tuning in. Everybody have a good night from Tom McIntyre Stadium.